just finished doing a whole bunch of work in our Florida organic tropical garden slash food forest, I don't know, slash edible landscaping. We just finished doing a whole bunch of work here. We thought we'd take a minute to give everybody a tour. If you're new to the channel, we live in Central Florida, Zone 10A. We are organic gardeners that collect plants, edible plants, and also tropical ornamental plants. Most of the tropical ornamental plants that we have, let's see, like these tea plants, I don't know, most of the plants we're going to show you here today, Teddy and I got from doing a series of videos called
The Plant Pirates.
Yes, where we go around every week and search through people's landscape debris piles looking for free plants. So if you're subscribed to our channel for our Plant Pirates videos, you're going to see here today what we do with all the plants. Yeah. In fact, I think we have a selection of them over there from this week's Plant Pirate Adventures that we haven't planted yet. So, yeah. But really I would say we're first and foremost into edible stuff, right? Like what kind of edible stuff do we have?
Well, just right here we have pineapples, bananas. We have a big banana collection. We have several fruit trees. Starfruit, mangoes,
yeah, I think there's one right here.
avocados.
Improved Meyer lemon. So.
I mean, I think I counted, we might have 40 pineapples planted just in this garden right here. We try and pepper stuff in. We try and pepper ornamental stuff in with the edible stuff. We like them both. The ornamental stuff is pretty and it attracts pollinators. And then, of course, the edible stuff gives us food. Yeah. So let's get started. Where do you want to start?
We can start with the starfruit, the Sri Kembangan.
Yes.
Starfruit is looking good. The trunk is getting nice and thick. It's getting big. We'll probably keep it somewhat small because it's in our front garden.
Yeah, by the roof here.
Yeah, but
well, you think this has been in the ground 3 years, maybe
probably.
2 years?
I think it's on its third year.
Okay. You can see it's got a whole bunch of new growth on it. That's one thing I mentioned when we started here, that we just finished doing a whole bunch of work in the garden. We got a massive amount of compost delivered. 22 yards, I think. And then, yeah.
It's a whole dump truck.
Right. And then we spent the next 3 or 4 days moving it around, spreading it everywhere. So everything just got freshly composted. Mostly the stuff that gives us food got the most compost. So and now it's starting. That was probably 2 weeks ago, and everything's starting to show signs from it. So
yeah, absolutely. It also it's a big deal because we haven't really done a great deal of that yet, and so I feel like it's gonna really improve.
Yeah, we basically have, I would say, spot composted before, bought bags of it here and there, but we literally composted everything. So.
And like we throw banana peels and stuff around the bananas and stuff like that, but yeah, we never really added like a whole bunch of compost like what we just did. And then we put a fresh layer of mulch on most of the areas, but we still have some more to go.
Mulched everything. You can see we have these vinkas peppered in with bromeliads and stuff. I mean, we probably have. I mean, we could probably show you. Thousands of bromeliads, but at least 50 varieties. I'll try and point the camera at every one that I go past today. Here's a bromeliad right here. It gives us food.
It's the only one.
It's pineapples.
I think there's a couple thousand different varieties, and the pineapple's the only one that gives us.
Yeah, I think there's. I think I read 4,000. I think that's our best pineapple right here.
Yeah.
Right there.
That I've always loved this one.
I think this one's
We've gotten this one. This is the second generation of this one. It's always been like huge. I don't know why.
I think they might get smaller as the generations come. They shrink down.
We don't even really separate them. I think after like that one fruited, we just left it there, and then it shot up a pup, and now there's the next pineapple. We definitely get them quicker in the second and third generations. But right here, let's see. This is our Meyer lemon. We got little lemons on it right now.
Here's a pretty one.
Yeah, they're getting there. This is, I think, the Mona Lisa banana. All of our bananas, we're coming off of a long, cold winter, so all of our bananas are looking pretty sorry, but they just got heavily mulched. Compost, I mean. Got a heavy load of compost. This one is the...
this is the ice cream banana.
Yeah.
Or the blue java.
So both of these
This was
are
given to us. By
both of these are a medium-sized banana. They'll get about twice as tall as they are right now. Right back here we have the praying hands, and that one
Wow.
gets super tall.
Those leaves are like 7 feet long.
Yeah, I mean-
this is a sturdy, tall banana. Like I would say, like it's really cool the way that the bananas are fused together on the praying hands. It's totally unique compared to any other banana.
Yeah, they're like this.
Yeah. And they're square. And it's kind of a pain when you peel them because sometimes you peel the one next to it when you're peeling one once they get soft. But I would say for a tall banana, these never fall over. They're so sturdy, and they're so magnificent.
Yeah, they
I
are
think
great.
That this is one of my favorites just because of the way that they look.
They're great. All right, we got some more. We got some dracaenas and tea plants mixed in here. Again, these are ones that Teddy and I just got as cuttings off the side of the road. I don't know if this begonia, where did that come from? Did we buy that or?
From Florida Tropicals.
Okay, so we bought that. Right next to it there.
So pretty.
Yeah, it is. Right next to it there, we got a sugar apple that was in a pot for years, and we just planted it, and it just
and
flowered.
it's like going crazy
Yeah.
since we did that. So this one I have to hand pollinate.
Yeah.
It's
They're
never
delicious.
pollinated on its own.
Here's
but
another Bromeliad.
It's 100% successful whenever I've done it. They're not quite, the flowers aren't quite there to where I can do it. They have to be open, and they're not quite big enough.
Yeah. So we just ripped out a ton of stuff. This was like an overgrown jungle, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And we just ripped a bunch of stuff out. Some of these pineapples were moved from other locations. They were getting some kind of brown fungus on them, black fungus on them that we washed off for the most part. And then replanted them, and they're starting to come back to life there. They're under this beauty berry right here. It doesn't have any flowers or berries on it right now, does it?
Usually almost always has something going on.
Yeah,
It
it
looks like
does.
it's about to do something now.
And
We just opened up a lot of there was bromeliads and a whole bunch of stuff in here that we just kind of pulled out. We also had the Orinoco
Who's
bananas.
that? Look at that. There's our youngest son right there. All right, what's up?
We had Orinocos right here that were always in our way walking to the side yard. So we moved those over here. We had dwarf Cavendish growing here before. We pulled those out because they were too low. Dwarf Cavendish are like really small, and also they're not like a special variety. You can get them at Home Depot and Lowe's basically anytime you want to. So the Orinocos are here because we love the Orinocos. It's a plantain type of a banana, so you eat it more like a potato, but they also taste really good if you let them ripen. They're just like a big banana. It's a big bite. But they're delicious. I love those.
We can see we have all different colors of vinkas down here. Then we have some edible, what is this, like black chives or what do we
This
got?
is the black garlic
Yeah,
chives.
black garlic. Yeah.
And then
You have another patch of them over here, right?
Yes.
I just took a little bit out of it and put it over here. And
And then we have,
look at the desert rose. That was just a stick that we planted in the ground.
yep,
Yeah.
planted it. Another one we got
Okay.
from the plant pirates.
Yeah, we also have this Cuban oregano.
Yep, there's another one we use in the
Surprised
kitchen.
it died.
We cut back a lot of this. This is one that dies way quicker or
In the
sooner than
cold.
everything else in the cold. I mean, it gets mid 30s and that's dead.
Yeah, it
Basically.
gets like brown spots all over it.
And it gets kind of like woody looking too over time. So you kind of have to like clear out a lot of it and kind of like let it come back a little bit.
All right, I think these are the Mysore bananas.
They're my
We
favorite.
got some tea plants mixed in here too. This one just flowered. It's green tea plant. All the gingers are flowering right now. We got some gorgeous ginger flowers
yeah.
up
This
front.
one.
Yeah. Let's see back here. We just planted some more papayas. We got this one and another one up front.
Red lady.
Oh, we're down to our last little sprig of this
Oh no,
African blue basil. It's still alive. That's one that you have to plant from cuttings, and we used to have this planted everywhere, and it all died this winter except for that. So we still have it, but we definitely
We
need.
have to bring it back to life.
I definitely, yeah, we need to bring it back to life and then start spreading it around everywhere. So.
We've got some green onions that are still left. Those are just from kitchen scraps. And then we have a variegated cassava right here.
Tapioca.
You can eat the potato like roots.
Got more pineapples here.
This is a
You'll see
grand-
pineapples mixed in everywhere. We got, like I said, I think we have 40 pineapples or 50 pineapples just planted in this one garden area. What's up? What you got over here?
This is the Grand Nain banana.
Not much to look at right now.
Yeah, this one's never really done a lot, but it might be maybe because the acidity of the lemongrass, maybe. I don't know. But we just added a bunch of compost, so hopefully it'll. And then this is the coral tree. It looks like it's getting lots of new growth off the vent edge. See down here.
We need to
Ants
cut
all
it
over
soon. All right, I'm more excited about what's behind the coral tree.
Yeah, this is an Arkan carambola.
Yeah.
And it's finally starting to get something. I think that the galangal ginger was kind of encroaching in its space and slowing down the growth. So we
Yeah, this stuff grows real thick, and it was all in this area. It was starting to spread this way. We also had a huge thing of some bromeliads back there, like a massive thing of bromeliads behind this. We just had the house painted, so I'm trying to get it. We had a lot of mildew up under the house. So I'm trying to get the airflow better around the house and have the jungle going.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
hard.
Yeah, I mean we also try to clear around all of our fruit trees and banana trees just so that we had like a little maybe too much grown around the bases of them, taking nutrition from them. So this is a miracle tree.
Yeah, it has
Miracle
buds all
fruit.
over it. Miracle fruit.
Yeah, it does have little flowers. I noticed earlier,
I was
little
looking at this
little
the other
teeny
day.
little berries. These don't look like they got pollinated, but some of them.
This one.
You got some little green ones. There we go. Well, that's a
That
little
one's
flower.
white.
Yeah.
That's a flower.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, the actual fruit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We get fruit on this several times
I
a year.
love this.
It's very
You-
odd
it-
if you've never
you-
tried it.
Yeah, you eat it and then you drink lemon juice and it's like super sweet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
it turns sour into sweet. Changes the shape of your taste buds
Yeah.
when you eat it.
So it'd be real weird with fish or something.
So we got more bromeliads. Let's see, there's a bromeliad. We got some of these need to be separated. They flowered and we need to pull the old ones off and just put the little pups back in place. We got a whole collection of bromeliads over here. Oh, there's some more purple ones. Well, we used to have a bigger collection here. I guess these purple ones are taken over. They're under this guava tree here.
It's just
pink
it's gotten
guava.
shady too from
There's
There's a guava right
yeah,
here.
there's one guava. We have one
the
somewhere
rogue
right there.
guava. I think that this one should
You can
start
see.
flowering
So
soon.
this tree right here, believe it or not, is only 3 years old. And it was about as big as the miracle fruit tree when we planted it. It just took off. It's one of the fastest growing fruit trees, must be. I mean, and it's in the, what family is it in? It's in the
Crepe
crepe myrtle
Just
family.
look
which
at the bark. The bark looks
Yeah.
like a crepe myrtle tree.
is super cool.
Has,
You can
like, the
see it's
peely bark.
reaching for the light here. It's going that way.
It's really a gorgeous tree, though. I mean, like the bark, the shape, the leaves. We did have a little trouble when it was younger. It would get that black sooty mold on it that we would have to treat and scrub the leaves. But it seems like once they get old enough, it seems to break through that problem.
All right, we got more bromeliads along here and more bromeliads along the pathway here. Got a couple more varieties of
I think this is the blue java.
couple more varieties of bananas. Yeah, this little stand of blue javas right here. And I think that's
We
the
got the
Mexican,
Mexican
sunflower right
which
there.
is a nitrogen fixer.
Oh, we got Raining's favorite. The
Okinawan.
Yeah,
Or
no, that's the longevity spinach. This stuff is so good.
oh yeah.
Our youngest son loves it. He comes out here and eats it all the time.
And then this is really delicious too. The katuk.
Yeah, it's not as good as the
The
longevity.
berries are.
The fresh leaves I love.
Look, this katuk will get real big. We just chopped it back. I mean, it'll get up to almost up to the roof there.
And it gets little white berries on it that taste like peas too, which are really yummy. I recently planted some Okinawan spinach,
Yep. right
so
there.
they don't look great, but they'll start growing. And then I got cranberry hibiscus growing too
Nice.
to add to our greens.
And you can't forget this.
Moringa.
Moringa. Yeah.
So we've been trying to be better with our moringa. You can see at one point it turned into a real tree and got way taller than the garage and flowered and had seed pods and everything else. And we're trying to keep it cut more frequently now because it's easier to harvest everything and it grows back real quick too. It would probably like more sunlight than it has right
Yeah.
there, but
It's an easy one
what
to
it's-
plant,
it's what
you
it
know,
gets.
cutting of and
Yeah.
get it going somewhere else.
all right. We got our lemongrass here that needs to be cut back.
Yeah.
And I think we have this is a black Suriname cherry hiding behind it. I think we have another one of those in another spot.
Yeah.
I think that might.
Prickly pear.
Yo,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a prickly pear. It had some flowers on it. I wouldn't go near that thing. That thing shoots
yeah.
spikes.
Yeah,
I'm not even joking.
I got spikes through gloves on plant parts the
Yeah.
other day, and when we took a bite of some of it, because we felt there was no spikes, oh man.
Yeah, it's
It
bad.
has really pretty yellow flowers on it right now.
Bad. All right, I think that's about everything in this garden. We have the Confederate jasmine that's in bloom right now. It smells just amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's everything in this area. Let's move to another area and show everybody what we got going on.
Yeah.
All right, so we're leaving our front garden there. We just planted this galangal ginger here. I think we used to have a tea plant here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. but
Tricolor.
We're trying to have a bunch of just different tropical stuff like weeping into the path here. So we have a whole assortment of like bromeliads and some dracaena here, tea plants. Another one. This is a great tea plant. We should spread this one around more.
That's the one we just put around the pool pump.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Excellent. I think this is a shell ginger down here that's
Yeah.
going to get much taller than that.
Looks cool at the base of the tea plant.
Yeah, it does,
It
but
looks like it's like a double plant.
It's not going to, it's going to get way taller.
Oh, I know. It's just
Way,
right
way-
now. It
Tea
looks
plant
cool.
at the base of the ginger.
Oh, that's what smells right here.
It
Yeah, look at that. This is like the most fragrant.
smells better than the jasmine.
It does.
honestly.
It does, for real.
Look at that flower.
I know.
too.
It's killer.
It really is. I don't think people give these plants justice.
I wonder if, does anyone have one of these as a houseplant that flowers frequently or every year? I mean, I have one as a houseplant and never saw a flower, right? I
We never
mean,
got flowers, but you know, we probably
that was up in North
didn't take
Georgia.
great care of it either.
Yeah, so we got, let's see, we're still going through the path here. Oh, I got to show this tea plant. This is a real special one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what
So like
variety
the
it is, but
Auntie but darker and smaller leaves.
yeah, that one is cool. And then we have these hedges of Schefflera
Schefflera,
on both
yeah.
sides. And then we're entering the side, one of our side gardens here. We got several different things going on here. Maybe we should start up here and work our way down.
Sure.
We used to have nothing. There was nothing planted here at all. There was just these two cabbage palms. So again, we tried to make another little tropical pathway here. Like some bayonet yucca. What else? What else we got?
Tea
Uh,
plants.
The parrot.
Parrot
Yeah,
heliconia.
parrot helic. Is there any flowers on it anywhere? There isn't,
No,
is
it
there?
looks like-
Bummer.
I think that it's about done. Their
Yeah,
time of
that
the
one.
year's
There's
done.
an old flower right there.
We've got some chili pepper tea plant. That's a cool
Yeah,
one.
this is a cool one.
Um,
It's like the red sister, but with smaller leaves.
there's shell ginger. This is a.
Oh,
it's not
there's a
blooming
nice
yet,
flower.
but we have a.
Ooh, yeah.
We got better ones than that up front.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, what were you saying?
This is a pure white plumeria.
The plumeria.
Once it
Oh, yeah.
blooms.
Didn't even have leaves on it. It's
Yeah.
got the
Pretty
start
how
of some
it goes.
blooms right
Is
there.
They bloom
That's
before
what
they
they're
get their
starting.
leaves.
They do, yeah. There's a little black magic tea plant, it looks
Oh,
like.
yeah, those were cool.
And then
Yeah,
these
those
were the
are nice
bromeliads we
long
had up in our front garden by that carambola that we moved. They like just turn into like a big clump.
Yeah, I mean we put like one of them
Some
here.
old flowers in here. We need to.
50
We really
of
need to
them.
thin this out. I think.
I've noticed. I feel like the more colorful the bromeliad, the less cool the flowers.
The more colorful the leaves.
No, the more colorful
The
the,
plant?
leaves, the plant,
Yeah.
the less colorful the flowers.
Gotcha.
So, except
Yeah,
for
there's
one, we have an orange one that like
so-
flowers cool.
There's so many varieties of
Yeah,
them.
I
It's
love
crazy.
the orange bromeliads. They're my favorite.
All right, we got a pretty sorry dragon fruit here. Nothing much to look at. We got some better dragon fruit
Yeah.
Elsewhere. What's this banana Teddy's standing
This
behind?
is a tall Namwa,
Okay.
and
This
and
is
then
the-
this is
The Rajapuri.
Yeah, this is the
This
Rajapuri.
might be one of the only ones that we have fruit going off right now. And this is a good time for it to flower. A lot of ours flowered over the winter and then it didn't really do much. We didn't get a lot of rain and we had a long cold winter. So these are the tall Orinoco's here. They are a consistent fruiter for us. They give
They
us,
are.
they grow fast. They give us huge bunches of big bananas.
And they fall fast.
They lean over. I have a big pole somewhere. I use this. This is the only banana that we prop, but I use this big pole. I don't know what it is. Maybe like
An old pool.
pool equipment, something. But anyways, I saved that, and I'll use it to prop it. We'll take this spot right here, and you want to put it like right up on the crown where all the leaves are. If you try and prop your banana from down here on the trunk somewhere, it'll just split in half and fall over once the rack gets real heavy. So you want to prop it kind of from the crown up there where the leaves are coming out.
Kind of where the flower comes out.
Yeah.
wanna,
You could prop it from the flower.
Yeah,
even.
I think that's the best.
Yeah. All right, what's behind Teddy there? It's one of our prize fruit trees. Yes. And I think we have little ones on there, right?
Somewhere. Oh, here's some.
You got some good ones over there?
They're not great,
Teeny tiny.
They're teeny.
Teeny tiny, there we go. There's some teeny tiny ones. This tree we got probably 4 years ago in a little pot, 5 years ago, and it did nothing for a while, and then it just exploded in the last year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's
it's just,
fruit I got some fruit all in here.
where? Right up in here.
There's one.
Nice.
There's
Oh
one.
yeah.
There's
There's
tiny
all
little
over
one.
the
There's
place.
a tiny little one.
Looks pretty healthy. There's a little bit of this
there's
black
a little black
stuff on it.
soot but that seems to be a common problem with the young trees. So hopefully it'll work its way.
Oh, we just passed. Here's our other black Suriname cherry. I think this one has
Yeah,
fruit on it, right?
It does. They're not ripe yet, but
No, but there's some
But they're
big
getting
ones.
there, see?
Yeah, look at this one right here. Where you got some more down here? Yeah,
This
look at
one's
that.
big.
Teddy's got some there.
the flowers are so pretty. Get a picture of this flower right here.
Look at that.
They're like little fireworks.
And then we've mixed in some more tea plants. Again, tea plants and dracaenas, and usually we'll have some bromeliads at the base here. I just thinned all that out and put some compost on it.
These
So
berries look so pretty, don't they?
yeah, they do.
They're
It's
like
holly.
little.
You know, we never have tea
Christmas
plants shoot
ornaments.
up from the berries, though.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Most of the when we spread our tea plants around, we just take cuttings and stick them in the ground.
Yeah.
I never
And they
find
kinda
them.
grow from the clump.
They do. I never find them like like these areca palms back here have huge berry clusters, and in fact I can
And
show you
it'll be
some.
like grass.
Yeah, I can show you some because I saw some pop up right here. They pop up all over the place
Even
when they
on the
drop
other
berries.
side of the wall.
Like right here, right down there, is our little baby areca palms. Why is this here? Is this for the Hawaiian variegated ginger?
Yeah, it's the Hawaiian variegated. It hasn't come up yet.
Yeah, that dies back every winter.
Goes on the ground.
I saw that our
Let's see.
song of India is blooming. I saw that the other one was, but I didn't realize that the variegated one was also
Yeah, there you
blooming.
go.
I like that plant.
Yeah,
This is a super red plantain.
the
right here.
banana. Yeah, and this probably isn't ideal. This Song of India is pretty close to my little banana patch here.
Yeah.
I'll probably have these bananas migrate a little bit more here towards the middle, or maybe just move the Song of India altogether. But it's doing so good right there.
Yeah,
likes
this
that wall
brick
there.
wall seems to like radiate heat and
It
make
does.
plants just love it because everything multiplies so fast and does well. I mean, even look, this is the plumeria. Look how much further ahead this plumeria is than the other ones we've seen, and I'm sure it's because of the heat on the wall.
I think that's everything back here. What is this? This is the banana.
This is the
Lacatan.
Lacatan banana over here, and then this is the blood banana, which is an
Yeah, a
ornamental.
little ornamental banana. I
we
think
got that
Teddy and I
one.
found that on the side of the
You
road.
guys found that one.
You'll have to excuse the mess here. We had a blowout with one of our sprinklers, and
Yeah, it started flooding.
I like
out.
kind of fixed it. I actually fixed it. It's done. I just haven't tested it and reburied it. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. That's the most gratifying part.
Yeah,
I know.
but I'll do that today. I promise.
We got a little green tea plant poked in
Another tea
right
plant.
there, and
Just pop these.
plumeria.
Just pop all these tropicals in. Here's more bromeliads. This bed needs to be cleaned up pretty badly. I think I want to move it all away from the house too.
Yeah, I think
These
this
windows
whole
get
bed-
real mildewy and stuff.
I think we're gonna make boat storage here.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
the
because
plan.
the river's right down there. The kids can
Yeah.
just drag the boats down there, and believe it or not, the water, the water during a storm comes up. I mean, right up to where those canoes are. So we got to really keep everything up higher up here. So, all right. Well, I think that's everything on the side yard here. I think we skipped the front yard. Let's go to the front yard before we head to the back.
All right.
All right. So we're up here in the front yard. Through the gate there is the front garden where we started. I'll just do a quick little circle here, and then we'll show you around, show you everything we got going on. I think we'll start with, I just noticed when I was panning around here, let's start with the pile we have going over here.
Yeah.
It looks like a little tropical nursery going on over here, because this is a kind of a sampling of what Teddy and I find on the side of the road every week. while we're doing our Plant Pirates episodes. If you haven't watched any of them, we have over 100 episodes right now. So I mean, if you like them, you have like days and days of binge watching me and Teddy going through people's trash. Yeah, I think that came out of the garden, actually. We didn't find that one.
Some of this stuff came out of the garden, too, because we were trying to clear up around the house and around the fruit trees and stuff.
I think these are the last 2 cans Teddy and I got this week, a couple days ago. So this is just an example. We have a giant crinum lily here. We have a couple tea plant cuttings. This looks like a red sister. And we have some, we showed you that variegated Song of India. Here's a green, just a solid green Song of India.
I like that one.
Just flowered. Yeah, we actually find this one less than the variegated kind.
It's like pothos.
Here's some Schefflera. This is an easy one to plant from cuttings. Really, when Teddy and I are searching through people's landscape piles, we have to find stuff we can either, 1, plant from cuttings, or 2, has roots. Like this fiddle leaf fig right here.
This is the best of both, because it can be planted from cuttings, but it has roots.
Yep.
And I have the
You're
perfect
right.
pot for this one.
You can see it probably came out of a pot.
Oh,
Someone got tired of it. But
Yeah.
so some of this stuff, like the bromeliads, we can just throw on the ground right here and literally leave them for weeks or months, and they'll be fine. We don't have to do anything. And we can come through here and decide which ones we want to pick to use throughout the garden and just leave them sitting here. Some of the more,
Same with the yuccas, and the marginatas. They seem like they can last a while.
Yeah.
And the snake plant.
Yes, yeah. The tea plants can't. You got to get them going.
Yeah.
We sometimes get real special stuff like these desert roses right here. And these were too special to just, we didn't know what we were going to do with them all. Believe it or not, we have like 6 more of those that we found on the side of the road. So we put those in pots with nice potting soil because these were just too special to, I mean, how many times have we found some of these on the side of the road, Ted?
Very rarely.
Twice, 3 times?
It's like a little cutting, not a 10-year-old plant.
Yeah. So I had to pot those up. Then I have these agaves here that Teddy and I found, and if I don't know what to do with them, I just throw them in the ground right here. So you can see I have an assortment of random agaves just in the ground. And when we have a good place for one of these, we'll just dig it up and go move it. So it's really been, it's really awesome. It's a fun, the Plant Pirates adventures or episodes that Teddy and I do are fun. We have to get up early to do it. That's the one bummer about it. But other than that, we get lots of good stuff, and we can constantly be adding new plants to our yard.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you could probably collect in the evening, the night before.
the night before, you're right.
Still, yeah.
If I'm being honest, we do it early in the morning because I'm recording, and I just like to just have us on the street with nobody else out there. Don't like to get.
People might think it's weird if you're rummaging through your trash at night.
Well, now, so we'll only go through some. First, we only do it during the day when it's light outside. We only do it trash cans at the end of the road or piles at the end of the road. I mean, we're not entering people's properties or anything like that. It's clearly trash. We've never had anybody. In fact, we have people that stop us and point us in the direction of other good plants. Yeah, we've never had anyone say, "Don't take that plant from my pile." So, all right, you want to start with this bed right here?
Sure.
Got more bromeliads.
An ornamental bed.
Oh, it is. Do we have anything that's edible in this?
Dragon fruit.
Where's
well,
this?
we
There
have
is
the
dragon fruit.
We have the noble cactus.
What is that? Like
the flat, the prickulus.
the spineless.
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 So
yeah.
you can definitely eat that.
Teddy's right though. We have some good dragon fruit. Hold on, going up these trees back here. Well, while I'm on my way around, I'll also point out our little orchid collection here. I think you have one down here too, right?
Yeah.
It just flowered, didn't it? A couple weeks ago.
Also,
We have a coconut too.
yeah, I don't know if it's edible, but there's a coconut.
Yeah, so we line our beds with coconuts. I mean, we'll show you when we get to the backyard. We probably have 30 coconut palms, and then our next door neighbor probably has 30,000 coconut palms. So he's always putting coconuts out, and we have coconuts. We line our beds with the coconuts, and eventually some of them sprout. So you'll start to see all around our beds when we start getting through here, lots of sprouted coconuts. And we're not going to let that coconut sit there. We're going to have to rip it up and give it away, or like Teddy said, eat the queen's bread, the coconut apple.
Bread is long gone.
Probably.
You really want a small little.
It probably is gone, literally. Now that tree's getting all of its nutrients from the ground. The queen's bread, if you've never seen it before, it's like a little white ball that forms inside of a sprouted coconut. And it's like what the coconut needs to live until it gets sprouted and
It's
starts
like an apple inside
pulling.
of the coconut. This is also edible, the Monstera
Yes,
deliciosa.
yep, we have some good fruits on one of them. We'll show everybody in just a minute here. But I'm going to go around here because Teddy is right. We have a couple varieties of dragon fruit right here. There's one over here. Yep.
This one's already getting terminal ends coming down, too.
Yep. And then we have 2 more varieties over here. Here's
These
one
are
right
looking
here.
real good.
Oh, yeah.
These might be too shady, though.
It might be.
to
I agree.
grow Fruit and
Yep.
flowers.
This one's growing out of the pot.
Yeah, they all are. We had them. This was kind of this is more plant pirate stuff that Teddy and I found, and we potted up for one reason or another. I don't know why we have a bunch of aloe
The
in
plants
the
like
pot.
travel
Yeah,
out of the
it's
pot.
like
But yes,
attacking the
they've been.
aloe.
Yeah, we have like this zigzag plant. This pot fell over, and now it's traveling.
Look at this dragon fruit. It's like
Yep.
going all.
It's traveling. It's traveling up here. I see at your foot. That's something we don't want to travel.
Yeah.
The mother of
millions.
thousands.
That's mother of millions.
Is it mother of millions or mother of
That
thousands?
one is mother of
If you,
millions.
if you grab it at this point, it's okay.
Yeah,
because it
we
doesn't
want to
have
get rid
flowers
of
and
that.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, this will you'll have thousands and thousands.
Yeah, you will.
Like literally millions.
All right, here's some more agaves that I have in pots. We a lot of times just give these plants away to neighbors and friends. I don't know. There's only so many plants. Teddy and I get so many plants every week. I mean, look, we got those 2 bins of plants this week, and we passed up. That's just. I mean, we could have grabbed a truckload of plants, right?
There's 4 bins of Song of India.
Right. I mean, how many of those giant crinum lilies were there? Like 3 or 4 of them? Yeah.
You guys showed these
Oh.
flowers here.
Oh, yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Look
These
at
are my.
this one.
I think this is my favorite flower that we grow.
I
Yeah.
don't know. There's another ginger that's really cool. Look at this
It's
one.
just beautiful. Nice. And then right behind Teddy there is a saw palmetto, and that'll give us some. It looks like it just flowered
Yeah.
right here, so it'll get berries all over it, and then you'll see around 4th of July there'll be poachers that'll come along. If you're wondering what people are cutting off these plants, the berries are highly sought after. They're illegal to harvest unless you have a permit. They're illegal for us to harvest and bring off our property unless we have a permit, because they're so highly prized and poached, I guess.
Well, they're expensive. to
They
buy
are, yeah. The
online.
people use them for all sorts of health concoctions, including
Hair.
baldness. Maybe I should give that a try. All right, we got more bromeliads, more tea plants. We need to clean this up, don't we? This is a mess
Yeah,
here.
it is a little bit.
This is a mess too. But these giant orange bromeliads, they're so beautiful,
They also
and
give good flowers.
they do, and they. I mean, these cabbage palms suck up a lot of the nutrients right there. If you try and dig around the base of a cabbage palm, it's nothing but a root ball. So the fact that they can live there like that and add a little interest is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It seems like some plants thrive at the base of them and
Yeah.
some die. So
All right, sorry y'all, the battery died, and we're using our backup camera. This camera has a built-in battery, so I can't switch it out, so we had to go charge it again, I think. But I think this is about where we left off. I was about to show this mango tree here, this teeny little mango tree.
There's 2 mangoes.
It does have 2 mangoes, yes. This is one that you and me found on the side of the road.
Yep. Oh, 3.
Where?
One,
Oh,
two,
yep.
3.
So we found this on the side of the road. I had no clue if it was even going to give us fruit, if it was just a sprouted, seed that popped up in someone's yard, but it did. And we've only tried one of them, but
I haven't.
it was so good. It was like mango jelly. It was so good. It had a weird texture to it, but the mangoes were just so good. So I'm hoping that we'll get at least these 3 this year. And you can see it's kind of in the jungle here, but I did cut back a lot of stuff. I cut back this white bird of paradise.
Wow, look at those flowers.
Yeah, look at the flowers on the white bird of paradise while we're here. But I had to cut that back and tuck it on the other side of this gumbo limbo to open up some light for this. We actually just planted, or I planted a couple years ago, this hedge of areca palms because they're building this big giant house next door. I wanted to block that out. So it's added some shade over here, but and these are going to get even bigger. So hopefully this mango will outgrow the arecas and start to reach this way for some sunlight. So, all right, well, let's keep going, kiddo.
We missed this little
Is
weird.
this the candarin?
Look how weird that is.
It is, yeah. This banana fell down, but we left it in the ground because they always shoot up pups. So this whole area, I think I'm going to redo this whole area. It's kind of a pain to mow through here. I think I'm going to relocate that banana and just relocate all these tropicals
Or we
too.
should fill this all in.
Just fill it all in. Yeah, where Teddy's standing. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do that. All right, so we'll walk through here. I don't think we don't have a lot of edible stuff here. We have a pretty pathetic passion fruit vine at the base of that cabbage palm. This is kind of a wild area right here. The road, the neighborhood road is right there, so we've kind of left this wild to give us some privacy. But I know we have, let's see, we have a couple bananas planted here. There's really not much else. I know we got a couple good things over here. In fact, we got something really good over there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's show, I guess we'll do this. We'll do this little bed first. Here's another one of these desert roses that Teddy and I found.
That's a beautiful one.
And we found this this spineless ornamental pineapple. What's it called?
Red spineless pineapple.
Red spineless pineapple. Yeah. So this is another bromeliad. It will shoot up a teeny little red pineapple, but it's not edible. It's teeny tiny. It's like about this big.
We have one by our pool.
We do. Yeah.
A little pineapple.
And then look what I just noticed popped up right behind that pineapple there. The variegated.
Oh, the variegated ginger.
Yep, the variegated Hawaiian
All right, so it's
shampoo
starting to
ginger.
come up.
Yep. So that dies back every winter, but now it's starting to pop up again. So.
It's a really slow growing ginger compared to our other gingers.
It is.
But it's beautiful.
All right, let's skip over here. We got some interesting stuff in this bed right here. We just composted this bed real heavy. We have I think that's a Saba banana. So that one gets to be like 20 feet tall. In fact, I just cut a big one down, and we did some chop and drop here around the base. Then we have this, the Thai black banana. It's one of the only, I believe, one of the only seeded varieties of bananas.
And I believe it needs to be hand pollinated because it got fruit and it only had male.
Gotcha. I did plant, I just planted some vinkas in here. I think there's another one over there by Teddy. We have some ixoras back here. That's what they're not doing great. I'm hoping that they'll take off with all the compost and mulch we just put in here.
We just planted the red lady papaya.
Yep, another little papaya. Papaya
Pineapple.
wants, just like all this stuff, papaya wants full sun. The thing about papaya though is that if you plant it on the edge over here and it starts to reach for full sun, it'll eventually get big and heavy and just snap in half. So you really want it to be reaching straight up. Unlike, a fruit tree, you could plant an avocado or a mango tree on the edge and it'll reach out into the yard. Just like we showed you earlier with that pink guava, it'll reach for the sun. But if this papaya starts to reach for the sun, it'll snap in half. So I tried to give it, you can see, a pretty open
So it can grow straight.
area.
Yeah. That's a good dragon fruit.
Yeah, this dragon fruit's starting to run up cabbage palm there.
Then we've got, I love this. It's a strawberry
Strawberry tree.
Yep. Here's a little flowers on it. Oh, we got some little fruit starting on it.
Yeah.
So this will give us fruit constantly from about this month when these little fruits get ripe. They're little red berries till about December, right?
Yep.
And then it shuts off until again about March or April. So
We needed to go through and trim this. Yeah, it's got some little
yeah,
dead branches on it.
yeah. Don't be careful. I'll do it with
they're like peeling the
yeah.
bark
I'll
off.
do it with some
Cutters.
cutters.
All
All right,
right.
this is what I was talking about though.
This is the most magnificent.
Yeah, our big, huge, magnificent Monstera here is just loaded with fruit. And it seems like it always has fruit now, does it not?
Yeah.
It took a while.
Seems like we get about 6 fruits a year.
Yeah, it took a while to get fruits on it, but now there's
still haven't tried
always
them, though.
fruit on it. Yeah, we keep missing it. You got to wait for them to be ripe, a certain type of ripeness, and it seems like right when they get ripe, the animals come and get them or something. I don't know
Or
what
they
happens
fall
to them.
off.
They fall off, they disappear. I don't know. Maybe we have a Monstera fruit burglar in our neighborhood.
Yeah,
We know our neighbors pretty well. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're not
They just
coming over
know
here
us.
and stealing our fruit, but I don't know. We have 1 or 2 people in this neighborhood that, no, I'm just we're friends with everybody in our neighborhood. We have a small, tight-knit little neighborhood here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say we're friends with everybody. Sorry, I hate to keep interrupting. There is 1 or 2 people I could do without in the neighborhood, but
There always is.
there always is. All right, what now?
I wonder if we cut it. We should try cutting one prematurely because last year we were trying to wait for it to ripen on the vine because I was worried that if we didn't, that it would be like, because if you eat it prematurely, it's supposed to be really gross and be like eating fiberglass, apparently, is what I've heard.
We've had a lot of warnings about it. We have never tried it.
But I wonder if we cut it prematurely, if it would ripen on its own in the house, and then we could at least try it.
I'll help you guys.
just
All
so
right,
that we're
somebody,
guaranteed.
somebody post down below. Give us some advice
Yeah.
on what we should do here, because we keep getting fruit. We have no problem getting the fruits. It's just we haven't tried one yet. So.
And this one just got a bunch of compost too, so it should be good. It looks like it's already gotten new growth back here since we put the compost down.
All right, so if you're wondering what this beautiful wall is of tropical palms right here, these are areca palms. These are full-grown areca palms. So I just showed you my hedge over there along that house. Those are, you know, kind of teenager areca palms. My neighbor planted these 20 years ago, and these are full-grown. And it's like having a curtain of palm trees on either side of our property. I really love it. It's
And they
killer.
make a really nice rustling sound in the wind.
Yeah, they're great.
They're great.
They have a lot of berries. They're not
a
native.
date-
They
they're
are
a
not
date
native,
palm. And I think that you can.
but are they in the date palm family?
Yeah,
Are you
they're
sure
date
about that?
I'm pretty sure. 'Cause
I would think they'd have
my
spiky.
neighbor ate the seeds.
think they'd have
asking
spiky-
If they were edible, because she tried one of them and she said they were real sweet. And then I looked it up and it said that they're in the
Okay.
date palm family.
There's some giant crinum here. We planted these. We tried to plant them along
Yeah.
here to fill the gaps in the.
They've taken a long time to grow, but it's worth
Well, they
it
like full
because
sun.
They're gonna look killer once. I mean, look, this is full shade here, and this one's gotten nice and big.
Yeah.
So.
Just took 4 years. If you plant these are so fast growing. If you planted one of these in full sun, you'd get a
Oh,
plant like
yeah.
that in 2 years. You
Yeah,
know. Oh,
definitely.
here's what I'm talking about. All the sprouted coconuts.
Uh-huh.
So these are not where we want coconut palms right here. We'll have to move them or give them away, and then just redo the bed lining with
I'm
new
kind of
coconuts.
after this specific coconut. If you can see, these are green, and this one's golden. So this is a king coconut, and these get better coconut water, in my opinion, than
Yeah,
the green one.
I would say we usually harvest our coconuts green. We like the water. We rarely let them go brown to get the flesh out of them, because we like the water. I don't know what
And
to
these
say.
coconuts are yellow. They're
Yep.
yellower,
Yep.
which is kind of cool. It's just different, and we don't have a lot of them, so.
All right. Well, I think that's everything up here. Well, I guess I got a couple little things in here, right? We got another variety of banana. Do you remember? Is this the Candarin or the
No.
Co-
This is the,
Kokopo?
Kokomo?
Kokopo.
Kokomo.
Is there a shell around here?
I don't
would
know.
say it.
They've gotten berries.
Not exactly sure what variety
It's
that
not
is.
Candarin, and it's not Kokopo. This one is Venti Coho.
Oh, okay.
This is Venti Coho.
Yep. So we just put a bunch of compost on it too. And then right here, I guess here's one that I want to show everybody of my natal plum here.
Only plant with spikes that we have.
Yeah, we've eradicated every plant on this property that has spikes because we're usually barefoot. But I had to have this one because this one gives us such yummy red fruits. But I have yet to get it to fruit for me. It will flower, but it won't fruit. Anybody has any tips? I suspect that it needs more sun.
These are some serious spikes, though, I must say.
Yeah, don't pick any of that off and drop it.
Look, they're like double-ended.
Oh yeah, be careful.
They're like,
Yeah,
I bet they carry poison like those other spikes.
we do. Well,
and they're
who knows?
woody. So they're hard.
All right, well, I think that's everything up here. More bromeliads, these giant bromeliads. We get some bromeliads here. Some more sprouted coconuts. Another random boat. We have lots of, you'll see there's lots of boats laying
That's like
around.
one of the
There's,
first
what's
sunfish.
that in the pot back there? What's that called?
This right here
Like
is, me and Teddy found that on the
spiral?
side of the
We
road.
did?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
That's, I don't know what that is. I'd have to
Has
look it
those
up.
crazy fruits on it.
Oh no, I think that's a different plant. That's the,
I think it's the same one.
okay, I'll think of it.
Yeah.
I'll think of it. All right. I think that's it though. I can't think of anything else up
Staghorn
here.
fern.
Let's, yeah, Teddy and I did find that staghorn fern on the side of the road,
That was a prize.
and we just stuck it up there. I don't know if that's super good for that tree or not,
The
but
tree's already dying.
yeah, this tree is not great.
One they call them tortured
Screw
oaks.
palm.
Yeah.
Screw palm.
Screw palm.
Yeah.
That's screw palm.
Okay. All right, well, let's go. I tell you what, let's go check out the backyard.
Yeah.
Show everybody what we got going on back there. All right, so we're entering the backyard here. I guess I have to turn around first though and point out this magnificent coconut palm we got here. And this one is one of our younger coconut palms. This is only the second year we've gotten coconuts off of it. You can see it is just loaded with coconuts. And this is probably as close as we'll ever have a coconut palm to our house. Like I said, my neighbor over here has about 30,000 coconut palms, and he's got a metal roof. And I've said this before on the channel, but occasionally one will fall and hit his metal roof, and it sounds like someone's shooting a shotgun over there. It is incredibly loud.
Or a cannon.
I mean, yes, falling coconuts are no joke. So these will not fall on our house, luckily. You can see how just huge, how massive each frond is. I mean, they're just massive.
And you can see how it's dangerous to stand underneath.
Yeah, I mean, no joke.
If this just popped down, I mean.
Yeah. No, that's a healthy bunch right there. That's not gonna just fall over. But
No.
yes, if it did, you'd be in big trouble. There's no doubt about it. But so we got that coconut palm there. I actually think that it grew on top of one of my sprinkler heads too. I think there's a sprinkler head like way up under there.
Oh yeah.
What a beefy, what a cool tree.
Didn't
Tree
they
of
used
life.
to build ships out of the trunks?
I'm sure they used the
coconut
wood.
palms?
Yeah.
All right, well let's.
All right, so we got to, let's see, we'll start here. We got a lot of ornamental stuff. Where do you want to start, babe? Should we go on this side?
Let's go on this side.
All right, we got this green crinum lily. We got some more dracaenas.
We have a little. I think this is a. Is this a arkin?
It says right
Oh
there.
wait, hold on. It says it right.
Carry.
This is the carry.
So it's another star fruit or carambola. It needs some more sun, but we just heavily.
It'll get there.
Yeah, we heavily composted it and mulched it, and it does have a spot to grow here. So.
It'll get to the sun. It'll get some more sunlight.
This must be the chili pepper again.
This is the chili pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this one.
It's
It's not as full as some of the other ones.
Let's
but
see.
It's still really full.
What do you have here? Are these the candle?
This is the apple.
The apple? Okay.
Yeah. We used to have a rhino horn banana.
We
but
did.
That one died.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't meant for our climate, you know.
Also,
everything else seems
we
fine.
get a lot of wind off the water here, so these bananas don't do as well as the ones up front do, unfortunately.
Yeah, we just lost a huge tree over here
Yeah.
of the chaya. So.
Which one is this, babe? Is this
That's the dwarf Namwa.
This is a nice stout one.
Oh, I love this one.
It's not looking, again, we're coming out of winter. It's not looking great, but it will.
It's not, but it will. This is a real hardy one. It
That's-
never tips over. It's a good height. It's not. I'm not a big fan of the real short ones.
Yeah, I agree.
like them to
Yeah.
be like the medium height.
I like them to be like 6 feet.
Yeah, at least.
Uh-huh.
And then just more ornamentals. We got, again, dracaenas, tea plants, bromeliads. It's kind of a combo I do a lot around here. And this is more
This is the chaya.
dracaenas.
This got knocked over in the wind.
Yeah. So this one you can plant from cuttings. You know, this got totally uprooted, and all she did was just prop it back up and stick it in the ground. It'll totally rejuvenate. That is like a weed, basically. I mean,
Yeah.
we got an avocado here behind Teddy,
Oh, yeah,
Brogdon
the Brogdon.
avocado. It's, again, we're coming out of winter, so it's not looking great, but if you look closely, it's got new growth like all over it, all over it, little leaves
Oh, yeah.
right there.
It's definitely a lot better looking than
It's
it was.
about,
a
I mean,
couple
there's
weeks
just
ago.
little growth that's starting everywhere on it. So it's about to just, this will be probably in 2 weeks, this will be a nice big full tree right here. You can see the gumbo limbos, they're at about the same stage too. It's beautiful gumbo limbos we have here.
It's called a tourist tree because it's peely skin like when.
Like a sunburnt tourist.
Yeah.
And kids like climbing in those. We have another just massive staghorn fern right here.
That was here when we moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So cool.
All right, I guess before we get all the way down there, we have some more stuff right here.
Yeah.
We have a lot of stuff in here, actually.
Yeah, we just redid this bed.
We did.
We are actually able to get the mulch to kind of come here, but this is where our mulch ended.
Real quick, the grass looks terrible here because we had a trampoline here for probably 3 years
That's
that we just got rid of, and so now we're slowly trying to get our grass back.
I think we should sprinkle some compost on this area though to like de-sand it some.
Yeah,
Because
this is like pure
I feel like
sand.
before we had the trampoline, we were still kind of struggling growing grass in this spot. It's kind of like a sand pit.
I don't put any chemicals on the lawn. All we do is mow it and use irrigation. So, you know, this will grow back, but I'm not gonna hit it with a bunch of stuff. We're just gonna let it.
But I think if you sprinkled some compost on this, that it would help.
All right, I'm gonna start over here because we just got all sorts of stuff. We got, again, more bromeliads. I told you we had at least 50 varieties of bromeliads, and I mean, I'm sure that we do.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I didn't know I had another one of this little tea plant.
Oh, whoa!
We must have cut
That's
it from the other
awesome.
one.
Oh, look, it's got another one next to it.
Yeah, it looks dead.
It does, but there's some growth coming out of it. I think it's fine.
I don't know about that. Caribbean agave. It's probably would like more sun. That's a great thing about bromeliads. The bromeliads, you can just do them in full sun or full shade.
Or not. They're different
in
colors
between,
even
yeah.
when you put them in different spots.
Got a new purple passion flower.
Yeah, we just got some
Just
new
bought
purple
this.
passion fruit.
Stoked about that. That's probably one of my favorite fruits. And don't judge it by look. It looks like throw up.
Yeah, it does. But
The
and we
fruit does.
planted it here specifically because we used to have one planted over here by the fence. We wanted it to take over this fence, but it just jumped right over the fence and went up these 3 cabbage palms, and then gave us 10,000 million passion fruit for what, 2 years,
And
3
you know what's
years.
also
and then
about it?
died.
What's
3
also
years
about
and
it
then
is
died.
you don't have to harvest it; it just falls.
Just falls to the ground when it's ready. Yeah. So we're hoping it'll run back up these cabbage palms again. We also have dragon fruit that we've run up these cabbage palms. Now we got to get it to weep over and flower for us.
We need another variety of the dragon fruit to flower because I think you need to pollinate the dragon fruit here.
I
'cause
think I have 2
pollination.
varieties there.
Yeah.
I think that one and that one.
This
Or I
one's
think there's
golden.
2. Yeah.
This is fuchsia with fuchsia flesh, and this one's golden with white flesh.
Oh, those are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The golden is
The
best.
fuchsia ones are the prettiest. The golden ones are the best.
Yeah, they are. The golden ones are
Raymond
so much sweeter and
loves
tastier.
That's them also.
We have a
Cassava.
cassava.
Cassava. Oh, this is a real nice agave under here too. That'll get
Oh,
huge.
yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. We got all these again. We got all this stuff on the side of the road. Teddy and I did. Even this big scary apple cactus we got
Yeah.
on the side of the road.
And
We
you can,
grabbed
this
it.
this will give you fruit to eat as well.
We got more pineapples.
This is the guava. When I was remember
pink
earlier,
guava.
I was saying how when the guava tree that we had
Fruit
over
on it.
there was young, it had some of the sooty mold issue.
Yeah.
So this is a younger one, so you can kind of see, you know, you got to kind of baby these along a little bit.
So you can wash this stuff right off.
Yeah.
And this tree looks terrible, but we just did a lot to it. We just pruned it, moved a lot of stuff out from under here to give it more airflow. And you can see, look at all the new growth coming out of it now. So it looks terrible right now, but these leaves will just fall off. And
Also, I didn't wash all the leaves because I was just quickly doing it, but
Yeah.
I did wash a lot of them. Like you can see these, I was able to get the sootiness off
I don't
of
even
it.
think it matters, honestly.
So-
It's about to explode with new growth.
Yeah.
I mean, there was so much stuff jumbled up under here. There wasn't enough airflow. The palm fronds were blocking some of the light. We did a lot of pruning. We did a lot in this garden
Yeah,
in the past
I mean,
2
we
weeks.
had a lot of pineapples growing in here, and they all got the sooty mold from being back here, all jumbled in here. So we moved them all around and got them out of here. We put a couple back.
I think there's a couple. Here's another little sugar apple. And then I think we have some Okinawan spinach and
Yeah,
some
flowering.
katuk back here. Where's
Yeah,
the
look at
Okinawan?
flower.
Oh yeah,
Really
watch out. Let me
pretty.
see. I got it. Look at that.
Never seen it flower, I don't think.
I have.
And this is so
beautiful.
good. This is another one that's just so good to eat, like right off the plant.
Yeah,
It's
it's
so
so
good.
And we saw this for sale at Lowe's the other day.
Yeah, I know. How crazy
They're
is that?
selling Katuk and Okinawan spinach at Lowe's, which is I think is awesome that people are wanting that. And then
All right, we got a whole bunch of tropical stuff right here.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
some beautiful plumeria that just went off up there. I can't even reach the camera up there. Plumeria is getting huge. We have this.
sweetheart.
We have a sweetheart banana. So that's the only edible thing. Well, no, I guess we got pineapples in here too. Lots of pineapples.
Pineapples everywhere.
And then we got some of the lobster claw.
Your favorite.
Yeah.
There's a pretty one back there.
Where is it? Can I get to it?
Yeah.
There's one right there.
Looks so pretty with the Three Sisters tea plant.
Yeah. Where's the? Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Just the red and the fuchsia.
The red
So-
sister tea plant.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
The
And
red
then
sister.
we got some more beautiful ginger blooms.
Oh yeah.
Shell
Wow.
ginger. I mean, look, they're so pretty.
Yeah.
It's
We
my
got a
favorite flower.
loquat coming out the top up here.
Yeah.
And some more plumeria, more bromeliads, millions of
Pineapples.
bromeliads.
And we had a lot of ginger kind of choking out this loquat that Brent cleared around.
I think I still want to migrate the ginger that way a little bit, away from the loquat. The loquat needs
It needs
full.
to stand on its own.
Yeah. Here's some of the pineapples that we moved from over there to right here. You can see the black kind of sooty mold. This stuff will, but we washed most of it off, but they'll rejuvenate from that.
And we got the orange bird of paradise.
Oh, it just started flowering.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice. That wasn't there like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I think it's from all this compost. Everything's really waking up.
So let's see, I'm gonna stand right here and just point out some stuff. This giant tree right here is some variety of avocado. It's the big avocados. We think maybe it's a choquette.
Yeah, but we're not quite sure because I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure.
These are sea grapes. These will actually give you little fruits, little grapes. We might have some on one of the trees back down there. They're huge seeds with not a lot of flesh, but they're still good. People make jellies and jams out of them. We got this giant, we'll walk over and look at it. We got this giant common mulberry right here. It's got mulberries all over it, next to the kids' fort there, in between the cabbage palms. We have 2 varieties of mangoes right here that aren't doing great. You can see there's a mango up at the top there. We should probably cut these trees like way back. They were this big when we bought this place a half a decade ago, and there they are. They're still there, so they could use some work. We did heavily compost them though this year, along with the mulberry and the avocado. Should we go look for some mulberries while we're here? I don't know if the avocados, we haven't been able to spot any yet on this tree.
Yeah.
They're hard to find. They're green and they look just like the leaves, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend a lot of time looking for them right now, but I know we got mulberries. Yeah, I know, there's, huh? Let me see, let me at least show everyone before you eat it. That one could go a little longer, I think.
I'm gonna eat it.
Nah, it's gonna be sour, go for it. All right, let's see, there's gotta be, oh, here we go.
One right here.
Here we go.
Or it's half white. But...
Boom, look at that. They are so good. And Teddy can't reach these.
Yes, I can.
Oh yeah, he's like almost as tall as me now. Oh man, they're good. Did you get a good one?
Yeah, there's
No,
a little white
that's
on
not
it.
a good one.
Still good though.
That's not a good one. Oh, look at that one up there. Oh man.
Hit it with the camera.
Can I get it? Oh man, look at that. I can't reach it and hold this
You
camera.
want me to hold this down?
Oh, look at this one. Oh man.
These are so good.
They're so good.
They're my favorite berry, I guess.
They are so good.
sweet, so juicy.
They are just so good.
They stain.
We might have to just put the camera down for a little bit because Teddy's gonna get them all if I don't. Look, he just got another one. So I might need to put the camera, oh, I didn't get it. There we go. Oh, they're so good. They make a mess.
Well,
That's another thing. We'll have like 3 or 4 of their friends over and they'll all be playing down here in the backyard, which is great. As parents, you look out the window and see all the kids running around having fun, but we also have white carpet inside.
And purple.
And you show them, do you have any on your feet yet? Yeah, he's got a little bit. You walk around under this tree for not too long and it looks like you, I don't know, you stepped on a dead animal or something, yeah. But, oh, they're so good. We could probably, this tree could use some major pruning too. You can see there's all sorts of dead,
gnarly.
yeah, from all the storms and stuff that we get. It's a mess. So.
It is.
All right, do you wanna, what are we doing? We'll just walk down here real quick and look at the coconut palms. We just have a collection of cabbage palms in here, basically. We planted a couple coconut palms over here in front of my new neighbor's Erika's. And then we have, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 or 16 coconut palms right there. There's one on the corner over there. There's 3 in here. And like I said, Teddy and I probably planted 3 or 4 there. So we have to have at least 20 coconut palms back here, I would say. And they're just loaded with coconuts. We need to start harvesting these a little quicker. There's a bunch I could cut out. Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, let's go see. Let's go give the water a little look.
Yeah. We just got hit by a whole bunch of seaweed. Went away for a couple days, but now.
Yeah. Surprised it doesn't smell worse.
Right here, it got a beating from the storms last
Yeah, it
fall.
did. Yeah, you can see our grass looks terrible because
This is about a foot deep.
yeah, some parts of the year there's just water. Like, I mean, the water comes up to the top of our seawall here, and so basically that's the water table. So I mean, if the river is that high, so is the water under our grass.
Which is why the dock got messed up.
Yeah.
Duck on the
There's a
dock.
duck
Oh,
on
there
the
is.
dock.
Yeah, the dock got messed up. Our dock got blown out in the last hurricane, and I have yet to fix it. We've called a couple people to put it. All I need is one more piling, and I can fix it myself. Oh, look at this. The seaweed's almost gone.
Yeah.
Looking nice and clear.
It's looking nice and
Look
clear.
over there, right at our property line. Is where all the seaweed starts.
Oh, yeah.
Really
Interesting.
One property.
It left us and went over there. Let's see if we can see anything good in here.
We saw some snook this morning.
Did you?
Mhm.
Were you walking the dogs?
Yeah, there's some bait fish.
The wind's kind of blocking our view. Wow, that's real clear. There we go. There's some fish over there, some mullet.
Yep, there's our oyster clam beds.
Yep, so for a while, our family was volunteers for the Restore Our Shores Foundation in the Brevard County Zoo. And we would raise, if you check out our other videos, we made a bunch of videos, we would raise oysters and clams on our dock here. The oysters, wait a sec, I always get them mixed up. The clams are down in the sand right now.
Oh, the clams
the
live in the
oyster,
sand, yeah.
the oysters we used to grow in cages that we would just have hanging in the water off our dock. And then once they got to a certain maturity, the foundation would come and take them from us and plant them in artificial reefs around the Indian River Lagoon to help, with rebuild the ecosystem here in the lagoon. But we don't do the oysters anymore. The clams, it's kind of hard to see because of the texture from the wind.
And from
But-
the glare on the water,
Yeah.
but you can actually, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is like, they planted these a couple years ago on this side. And there is seagrass everywhere.
Yeah, there is
so the
seagrass.
clams really
Yeah.
hold the seagrass roots
Yeah,
in.
look at that.
And so when the clams were over harvested in the 80s, a lot of the seagrass
It's ripped out.
was
with
ripped
them.
out with them. So that's, now we have starving manatees.
Yeah,
Um,
manatee. We see amazing stuff here. Manatees, eagle rays, all sorts of stuff. But the manatees need to eat the seagrass, and they're for a long time. I mean, look, it's coming back. You can see it in here.
Yeah.
But for a long time, this is new to us.
Yes.
The seagrass right
this,
here.
This is all new.
Probably new this year.
Like we just had a sandy
Yeah.
bottom when we moved in.
Yeah,
All new.
probably new this year.
Like we just had a sandy
Yeah.
bottom when we moved in.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice little pot of bait fish going in a line here.
Yep. The look,
It's
there's
nice
like
and clear today.
shells.
It is
that are,
just
like,
nice and clear
12
today.
feet
We
out.
could go snorkeling today.
Well, look at those
Here.
little fish. Look at all these little fish.
Nice. All right, and then let's see. So this coconut palm right here is some sort of like semi-dwarf variety. It's been that size the whole time we've owned this house, and
Apparently 40 years.
yeah, we were friends with the family that we bought the house from, and he said that it's been this size like since I think he planted it in the early 80s, and that's as big as it got, which is great because it makes harvesting the coconuts
Look at those
super easy.
And then
Yeah, let's talk about these coconuts. Sorry, real quick. You're pointing at the big ones. So these all look, they both look green. If you can see that on the camera, but these are mature coconuts right here. Like these will give you good water and they'll be real easy to open. These right here have matured and they're the ones that have the flesh on the inside and everything, but they're way harder to get into.
They have like
than
the brown coconut on the inside.
Yes, exactly.
Like the cartoon.
Exactly.
Oh, snake! Right behind you.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Black racer.
Uh-huh.
What was he
So
doing?
fast.
He was like right behind you. Did
Yeah.
we just walk up on him, or
I
we
don't
must
know.
have?
He
I
must
guess.
have been under the dock or something
Yeah.
in the shade.
All right, cool. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say, babe?
I was just gonna say we don't drink or use any of these because we're trying to get sprouts from all of them, because if we're gonna grow any more coconuts, we want this kind.
Yeah.
And these are really sought after too.
All right, let's walk back up here. We have a couple more plants up here.
We got some more coconuts.
Yeah,
over here.
these are the ones Teddy and I planted maybe last year. I did plant a mulberry right there, but this the water table again is too high most of the
Yeah.
year for that. We have this magnificent strangler fig right here. It's mostly on my neighbor's property, but it's just a magnificent, huge tree.
We're so lucky they kept it.
Yeah, we were like, when we bought this house, there was just a jungle between us and that house over there, and it was real nice for about 6 months, and then they came and cut everything down and built their house there. It's not my property, so I can't really complain, but it was nice to have, there's no doubt it was nice to have woods as a neighbor.
It was.
Anyways.
All right, well we got some more
So,
coconuts.
yeah, we got some
5 back
coconuts.
there.
Yep, how many?
Shade.
Yeah, that's probably not. They're gonna have to find their way over here, or they're not gonna do very well. Like that one right there is leaning the wrong way. It needs to lean this way.
We're all looking for the light.
'Cause this is just, this tree's gonna block it out big time. All right, so let's see. We got our mulberry tree here. We got the kids' fort right here. We get
Killer
this.
fort.
Yeah, it is a killer fort.
We have some plants to buy in.
We do. Just some more dracaenas and.
And a sad,
kind of-
sad.
This, do you even remember which one
Yeah.
was this?
Or
No,
No,
it's
it's
the
Mysore.
tiny bananas.
Mysore.
I think it was a Mysore, yeah.
Mysore.
Let's see. We got this one was supposed to be a super red or something.
This is supposed to be the dwarf red.
Golden.
Yeah, but it wasn't
It's
showing.
definitely not red.
Wasn't showing the characteristics of a dwarf red.
Yeah.
So, but it's still a real healthy variety of banana that gives us lots of fruit. So we're gonna leave it
And
there.
then back there, those two little ones, that's the Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Um,
Just again, just
and that
composted
one,
everything.
I think it's the dwarf red.
I think these
also.
two are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. There's some more myrica hedge right here. It's,
Yeah,
this,
with
it's
some
doing
more
great
tall
back here.
Ornamental.
Yep, these are tall Ornocos. Here's another spinach tree. It's doing pretty good in this
This
spot.
is our original
forget.
patch of the tall Ornamentals.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got the
This button ginger.
button ginger. Oh, it has a little flower coming out, so you
It's
can
two.
eat. Teddy just picked it there.
Sorry.
You can eat. No, it's fine. These little flowers that come out, you can pick that out and eat them, and they are so good. They are so good. This plant, I pruned it, I think, too heavily or at the wrong time or something, and it's not looking great right now. But
No, I think you need, when you trim this one, you need to just trim each piece down to the ground.
yeah,
Because
maybe
if
I
you trim them
obviously.
halfway, it kills the whole stalk.
Yeah, you can see I like came through here after it flowered one time and just like,
We trimmed it.
yeah, cut all the dead flowers off, and that's not what it wanted. So.
I think we're supposed to snap them off. Like,
Maybe. Oh, I guess we didn't clean this up before our tour here.
Oh,
Here's
no,
some.
we didn't.
Here's some bromeliads that we've. So this one, here's another example. This one flowered right here and shot off these two, and it was a huge clump right here. It was getting in the way of the walkway, so we moved it. We're gonna separate these pups.
We
put 'em
decided we
somewhere.
wanted taller stuff kind of blocking the
Yeah.
the pool equipment out. So
Yeah, this doesn't look great because we just did this.
Yeah.
A lot of these tea plant cuttings that Annalisa put in came from this tea plant right over here.
a nice bushy one.
Yeah, and it's a nice bushy tea plant that's gonna definitely cover up the pool equipment. We got a lot of nice just stuff peppered in here. This used to be the area where we would just plop the stuff in the
That
ground
we had no
when we didn't know
place
what to do with
put.
it.
Now we have no place
Yeah.
over here.
Oh, sorry, we had our house. Like I said, our house just got painted, and I need to still clean up a couple things. This is probably the best tea plant we got, don't you think?
Pink diamonds.
Yeah, the pink diamond. We definitely need to cut some of this off and plant it somewhere else.
Yeah, it got painted on a little,
Oh, it did?
a little bit.
well, that looks cool.
Kinda.
Yeah, we got another green tea plant there. Tons of different bromeliads in here, all different kinds. They take on different shades too, depending on the light
The
they get and
sunlight.
stuff. This elephant ear gets huge. It's just a little one
Nice
right
that
now.
it popped over here. It was closer to the house.
Yeah,
So that'll be better.
I think that might be it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. This is, oh, I guess this one banana.
Brazilian?
Yeah, the dwarf Brazilian. This is, we can't leave this out.
The number one banana.
Yeah, it's a good thing to end on. This is our #1 favorite banana. Good size, nice big racks of bananas, yummy bananas, fast fruiter. Can't recommend that one enough. It's probably our all-time favorite, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I love this
I would
one.
say
I
so.
like the.
And it's a medium-sized banana, so it's like the Mysores, the bananas. You gotta eat like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, I like the Mysore.
Um,
and the
That's
best.
because Teddy doesn't like bananas.
Well,
I'm just,
I don't like the store-bought ones that are this long.
Yeah,
he likes the littlest kind.
yeah.
But these are like medium. They're like that big.
Yeah, they're good.
Oh, cool. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed our tour here. If you have any questions or comments about any of the tropical ornamentals or the tropical edible plants that we have growing on our property, just post down below. If you have any comments or suggestions for other kinds of plants, I'm sure we've missed some stuff that we have growing. I'm sure we have. I'm sure there's something we didn't show. But we're especially interested in edible stuff. So we're in zone 10A. If you have something that we haven't, like what's some stuff that we should be growing?
Um,
I mean, we definitely need a we need what's it called? We had one.
Well, we just got the papayas.
Yeah,
I
we-
felt like that.
yeah,
was
we
a
were
good
missing
one, 'cause
those
that
for
gets the
years.
fruit so fast.
We had them before.
Yeah, and the passion fruit vine, like those we just added back.
I mean, there's tons of fruit trees though.
No, we had lost. Oh yeah, I
mean-
mean like I want more mangoes, a lychee.
Yeah, lychee. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. I mean, there's tons of them. The black.
Soursop.
Yeah, we have a sour.
Black sapote.
Black
I
sapote,
really want
yeah,
that one, 'cause that's delicious. It's like the black pudding.
Yeah.
What are the ones called? You might have mentioned it with the little like fruits on the stalk.
Oh, the japotic.
Japotica.
Yeah, that's another
I
one.
That's
really
a good
want
one.
those.
We bought little ones of those before.
Yeah,
We need like one this tall.
but we didn't
Yeah.
baby it enough.
'Cause apparently, the bigger the plant, the bigger the fruit. So like some could be baseball sized than those.
Yeah. All right. Well, obviously, there's a lot more that we should plant. But if you have some suggestions of something we're just totally missing out on, please post down below, because we're always looking to add more stuff to the landscape. But anyways, y'all, thanks for hanging in with us here. If you did enjoy our tour, maybe you consider subscribing to our family's YouTube channel. And if they don't, what's gonna happen, bud?
You'll get hit by a truck.
You're getting hit by a truck. What? Teddy, come on. I'm just joking. All right, well, you don't want that to happen. So, oh, look, here's another corn plant that's flowering. So maybe just consider subscribing to our family's YouTube channel. Till next time, everybody out there, take care.
Bye.